Well, it's here, gals and guys. The Kickstarter rewards for the Fading Suns RPG from Ulisses Spiele. I'm massacring German, I know. I'm sorry to my German friends for mispronouncing it. Um, if you follow me on social media, you know the first box I got was water damaged. The books were in a horrible condition inside. Um, and I really complain a lot about it online. I realized I'll admit I went a little overboard. It had been a long, difficult month. For reasons I don't want to go into in this video, I was happy it was my birthday on June 20th. I was really looking forward to get the box and do an unboxing like this, and then it was damaged. But the whole month had been really trying. Let's just chuck it to that. And it was like the cherry on top. The you know, it broke the camel's back, and I'm mixing my metaphors here. I know, but the box being damaged was just the last straw on a very difficult month, and I complain a lot about it online. And Studio 2 replied to my messages. Ulysses eventually got to it, and they sent me a new box. So I'm opening it with you, everybody. I do a lot of these videos in Spanish when I do unboxings, but I wanted to do this one in English specifically because I want to thank the Studio 2 people and Ulysses for taking care of this and sending a box with the game contents. And yeah, I'm in my son's room. All the toys are around me. He's asleep in the other room, so I'm trying to not wake him up and open this box. I'm really glad they did a lot of good packing. Last time around, this one got badly damaged. There's problems with mail after the COVID pandemic everywhere, so I know I'm not alone on this, but my local post office is having a lot of problems with delivery. They've moved to a new location. Their packages are being left outside. It's bad. So this is really well packaged, and maybe some things in here that I need to look at. Let me switch the camera over and try to get this at an angle. I did not get a tripod or anything, and just dropped this in the box. Hey everybody, not my best angle, but we'll make do. Let's see what's in here. Oh, the playmats. I backed at the highest level for this Kickstarter. I'm a long-time Fading Suns fan. I love the work Bill Bridges did on the original role-playing game in 1996. I got it. I started working. I graduated from college and started working my first real job back in '96, and I remember taking it with me to lunch and reading it in my first job. And I've been a fan ever since. So I backed the highest level, and then I got all this little extras. Like this is the deluxe player's mat, game master. Let me put them away, and we'll take a look at them when I get everything out of here. Let's see what else is in here. These are probably the tokens and other materials. And I'm glad they did this. This box did not get wet like the previous one. But they took no chances with this. They packed it extra careful, and I'm incredibly thankful. You're looking at all the decorations I have in my son's room. Let me see what's in here. Yeah, these are the deluxe metal tokens. This game uses tokens. I went for the deluxe metal tokens, and here are the status and perk cards. I really like the use of cards and items by Ulysses to help the game go along. And, I'll open this in a minute. These were wet on the last one. They were stuck together. So I'm glad I got this. Let's get them open here. Okay, I think the rest is inside this. So let's. I think this other big thing is the rest of the package. Let's get it out. Open this up. Make sure there's nothing else. Let's get the packing out of here. This did not come via UPS, but they used the UPS packages to very good effect. Let's get this out of the box. Get this out of the box. And use the box as a table. As I keep on opening the goodies. Right here. Okay, nope, it's not gonna work. Should have gotten the necessary tools for this, but we'll manage. We'll use this. Here we go. Not a winner. Forgive me for making you endure this horrible opening. And I'll be right back. And it's magic. I got those packages open. Everything's here. I'll pick it up. So let's look at the books. Here is the slipcase set, unbroken, undamaged. This looks amazing. Has the 3 main books in there. I really like the art. I really enjoyed the black and white original art, but all the art they've produced for this new edition is really evocative and top-notch. So the ribbon is out. I keep my toes out of the picture. It's over here with the slipcase. These are the books. This is the Universe book, which is background information for the campaign. You know, I've been a fan of Fading Suns for a long time, not so much because of the system, but because of the universe it created. When you read the original book, you could tell Bill Bridges came from working on White Wolf. It read a lot like the structure, the way the factions were presented. It was very much like a White Wolf book. But it was hard science fiction in the far future, where humanity is in the Dark Ages. It has elements of a well-known sci-fi, like their comparisons to Dune and the Foundation trilogy. And I know a friend of mine always says it's like Warhammer 40K, but I really enjoyed the nuances, the idea of humanity falling into dark age in space. It's a relatively small series of stars, and the elements of the suns fading away, the stars dying, really adds a sense of urgency to this. So the Universe book just tells you the details about the universe. I love it that it starts, and I've been reading the PDF with a new entry by Illustro, who is the narrator all through the introductions to different books, and it's sort of like closing a loop with the character. Interestingly, this print has a mistake. You can see the overlapping text here on the back where it describes the core rule books, which is not present on the other ones. I noticed that on the damaged book I had received. So this is the Universe book, and it goes into the story of the setting, how faster than light travel works, the factions of the nobles, the church, and the guilds. It's a great background, and you can play Dark Suns with the system this brings, or you can adapt it to other systems. I think in recent years, Worlds Without Number really has a background very similar to Fading Suns, without all the details. It's more of a sandbox type of game, but you could run Fading Suns with Stars Without Number using this Universe book. But of course, it has its own system with all sorts of nice options that you can enjoy. Here's the character book. It's the biggest of the three, and you have the rules for creating characters in here. Far Future Passion Play presents the game systems and player characters for Fading Suns. And the Victory Point system. It's the system they've been using for Dark Suns since the first edition. And there was a D20 adaptation to Fading Suns, which I thought was a good adaptation of the third edition rules. It had some great concepts in terms of social feats, and I enjoyed it, and I loved their dual stat books for a while there. And here you have rules to play the different factions and the roles. Really looking forward to playing this with my group. We've talked about playing it once we've finished with our fantasy campaign. I just want to make sure we can play face to face. I want to use all these little trinkets for the game, you know, the cards and the tokens. And here's the Game Master's book. Here's the rules for places and peoples, and guidelines for creating drama. I never got, and Fading Suns was my foot, sorry. Fading Suns was a computer game as well as a role-playing game. I never got into a computer game. I have some of the supplements for the miniatures game. I never got into the LARP either, but there's something for everybody. And here you have descriptions of places and NPCs, antagonists, good stuff. To me, the Imperial Dossiers cover specific factions within the universe, and we've got 3 of them, one for each of the main groups in the universe. And I'm laying on the floor. I'm sorry for all the weird angles. I don't want to wake up my son who's in the other room. This book I did not get in the original box. It was missing. Earth Orthodox covers perhaps the biggest faction of the church. It's the faith, the official church of the setting. There are other factions within the religious section, warriors and ascetics, and the more fringe elements of the faith. And then there's the Reefs, one of the guilds specifically on money and trade. There's House Hawkwood, one of the biggest noble houses. And these books cover that faction in depth and with details on their worlds, on their influence. The main book covers all the factions within the faiths and the nobles and the guilds, but these go more in depth into them. This is a collection of 2 dramas, 2 adventures. You know, I'm not one to usually run pre-written adventures, but this is of real interest to me because it has setting detail, and it can tell you stories on the world. Maybe you don't run it the same, as is, but it'll give you an idea on what to do. I'm a big fan of Fading Suns role-playing game. I never got into the computer game or the miniatures game or the Passion Play, which is the live-action game. I don't even own a copy of the Passion Play. I do own some copies of books for the miniatures game, for the maps, there, so on and so forth. This one, the faction book, covers minor aliens and minor noble houses. Great edition. The Game Master screen for the game, and this is the play kit. I haven't opened it because this has tokens, and I don't want them all over my son's room, but it includes a map of the world's player mats to help along with the game, tokens, an action booklet for references and rulings, pre-made characters, character sheets, and then I got some of the deluxe. I have the deluxe playmat for Game Masters. Let me open this up. No way to put that back in the rolled up scroll. This lets Game Masters control, manage the perks and the rewards and the tokens that are used in the game. I've skimmed through the rules. I won't say I'm a master, but I like this idea of having a way to organize all the tools you're going to use in the game. And characters have equivalent mats, just like these. There's paper versions of this, but I also got the good versions as add-ons. They did not come in this box, but those were not that badly damaged by the water. I'm pretty sure I can salvage those, and I'm not gonna complain. I got most of what was badly damaged in this, so I'm thankful for them for sending this to me. The cards I showed before. It has the 307 cards for the physical, mental, and technological status effects. So it's referenced to help you in the game. These are the tokens. I got the metal ones. They're good and heavy. Let me open them up. And here you go. Here's the pouch. And these are the tokens. These are nice, heavy metal tokens. They look like coins from the universe, from in-universe, and they're used in the game as currency for different rules. If you're going to use the rules themselves, they have a rule application. If you want to just use the universe book and adapt them, these are good for all sorts of games. I just, I'm going to try this victory point version of the game, but I can really see myself running Fading Suns with Savage Worlds, with Worlds Without Number, as I said before. It's not a knock on Ulisses. I think they did and Bill did from what I've read of the book, of the rules, he did some very interesting things with the rules. So I'm gonna give them a try. I'm not discounting them. I'm telling you that the world of Fading Suns will just fire up your imagination and make you want to run it, whether you do it with this or with other systems. It's amazing what Bill put together. And one last thing, and here it is, the cloth map of the jump web, the worlds of the Fading Suns, the maps in this awesome cloth. You can see different factions represented in each of the worlds, the noble houses, the reeves. It's the guilds. It's amazing. I'm really, really happy with this Kickstarter. I'm glad I went all in and got all these wonderful products. I'm really thankful to the Ulisses folk and everybody who helped me, to Bill for writing directly to me when I was concerned about the books. I'm really happy. I'm glad I got them. I'm happy they're in good condition in my hands. So thank you, everybody. Check out Fading Suns. It's one of my favorite settings, along with Torque and Space 1889. So I guess Ulisses wants all my money. Fading Suns. I'm so happy. Hope you get to play it, and take care, everybody. Sorry for all the erratic recording. This is not a professional recording. It's just passion for me. I love Fading Suns.